What is that? Oh my god.
Don't think we want to know, maybe.
Someone taped it on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I pulled that back, I was like, wow, I gotta stop watching Criminal Minds. It's the first thing that went through my head.
In September of 2022, police officers with the Ann Arbor Police Department arrive at a downtown apartment complex to perform a routine welfare check. Despite the routine nature of the call, officers are unaware of the sickening scene awaiting them behind the door. The following series of Bodycam videos have never been seen before. On the afternoon of September 1st, emergency services at Ann Arbor receive a call requesting a welfare check.
I'm a social worker with Ann Arbor Meals on Wheels, and I was calling to request a non-emergency wellness check for one of our clients.
And do you know that client's name?
Yep, it's Patricia Falkenstern.
As the call continues, the social worker shares an odd detail about the situation.
And just so as a heads up, the neighbor has been answering her door. They are sometimes friendly with each other and other times not friendly with each other. And he is saying that she's there and sleeping, but we haven't been able to actually get in and verify that she's okay.
Employees and social work officials at Meals on Wheels inform authorities about interacting with Patty regularly and that her continuous absence is out of character.
Okay, well, I have an officer go out there.
As officers are dispatched to Patty's apartment, nothing is going to prepare them for the depraved scene lurking behind her apartment's door.
Hey, Patty, you in there?
What's that?
Hey, Keith. It's Ann Arbor. Police. You with Patty?
No, she's out.
Oh, you mind opening up?
What's the problem?
Oh, Meals, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Meals on...
I didn't have my walker.
Oh, okay. Meals on Wheels has been calling because I guess she hasn't been answering the door. They were worried about her.
No, I answered. No, I live next door. I answered the door.
For Meals on Wheels?
Yeah.
Okay. But is Patty here?
No,
Oh, where's she at?
I don't know.
You got her phone number? We can call her? We got to make sure she's okay.
I don't know her number. It's a 616 number.
Okay. You mind if we take a look in there and make sure she's all right?
She's not here.
Okay, where'd she go?
I don't know.
Well, you told me she went to the store earlier. Now you're telling me you don't know. You're not in any trouble. Nobody's in any trouble. We just got to make sure she's okay.
I'm sure she's okay.
Okay. How long
She went to the co-op.
How long she been gone?
I haven't a clue. I don't know.
Keith, you're not giving me the warm and fuzzies, man. I just need to make sure Patty's okay.
She's not here.
Just as the social worker mentioned on the emergency call, Patty's friend and neighbor Keith Kwiecinski has answered her door and strangely is now resisting letting the officers inside.
Okay. I just want to check and make sure, because if I don't check and somebody's going to call and say I didn't do my job right, and I don't want to get in trouble for that. It'll take us 5 seconds to take a couple steps, look around, make sure she's not here, and then we'll go check the co-op for her. But I just want to make sure she's not in here.
No, she's not in.
Okay. Then give me 10 seconds to check and I'll be on my way. That's all I'm asking. We've met before. You and I have had many conversations.
Oh, hell yeah.
Keith and Patty are no strangers to Officer Favor, who has run welfare checks on both of them on multiple occasions in the past, something that he will be sure to inform his team of shortly.
I'm not trying to ham nobody up.
I was working on getting rid of the trash.
Don't worry about, I'm not judging any of that. All I got to do to make sure I'm doing my job right is verify she's not in here so that we can let Meals on Wheels know, because they're going to keep calling.
I didn't have my walker with me.
Oh, I got you. Do you mind if we just come check? That's all I'm asking. We'll be 10 seconds.
Get rid of this trash.
I'm not worried about the trash, Keith. I promise. I got my own trash.
No, but I got to get on my walker.
Well, you can, just let me in. You can get in your walker.
Hold on a minute.
All right.
Did Patty take her walker with her?
No, she decided to go independent today.
Yeah, that's what I'm not.
So much seen she's been so intoxicated.
It's usually when we come up against stuff.
Yeah.
After several tense minutes of negotiation, Officers finally enter the apartment, but nothing can prepare them for the horror that awaits them inside.
That's not your walker, is it? That's a weird walker.
No, my walker's right there.
Oh, I thought you were going for your walker.
I fell over that damn thing the other night, hurt my shoulder.
Oh no, you need any medical attention or anything we can help you with?
No, ain't nothing I can do about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag that out in the hallway and fold it up and get rid of it.
Okay. Do you mind if we just look through real quick and then we'll be out of here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna try and not get too much in your way. Well, that would make me 5. I don't know if I want to be 5 again. Oh boy, take him into custody, Rourke. Put your hands behind your back, Keith. Keith.
Hands behind your back. Relax. Relax. Relax.
In a bone-chilling discovery, Officer Favor has just found Patty's body lying on the floor. While the cause for her demise remains unknown, Keith's unusual behavior and attempt to keep officers from entering raise serious suspicions. Keith is immediately detained as Officer Favor moves to secure the crime scene.
I didn't do anything. I found the body. I didn't know how to go about it.
Just be quiet.
Okay.
Don't say anything.
I didn't do anything. Somebody else was here. Sometimes you don't like her,
Be
don't you?
quiet.
As Keith continues to justify his innocence, officers call for backup.
I'm gonna need a supervisor and HVA out here.
How am I gonna walk without my walker?
You're gonna sit right there is what you're gonna do.
I didn't do it. I didn't know how to. I don't even have my wallet. I didn't do anything. I didn't know how to go about doing it because I always get blamed for other people's crap.
While officers have found Patty's body, they've still only scratched the surface of the more horrific discoveries that await them.
Do you have anything on you that I need to be concerned with? Anything that's gonna poke me, stick me, hurt me?
No way.
Okay.
I don't even have my wallet. I don't have my glasses. Oh, can I drop that off that house?
I don't think you need to worry about dropping nothing off.
Yeah, I was gonna go and pull it.
And that's fine.
Keith's chilling concern with mundane errands in the face of this eerie discovery is quite concerning.
I don't have my. If I got my keys around my neck.
Lanyard right here?
Yeah.
Yep.
What, you're gonna leave it open?
One partner's in there.
While an officer assists Keith as they prepare to leave the crime scene, officers are yet to find out about the truly disturbing details that lie ahead.
What the hell is that?
See,
How am I gonna get in there?
you're just gonna go butt first? It's all right. Didn't mean to step on your foot there. If you need to push against my feet with your foot, go ahead.
Meanwhile, upstairs, Officer Favor calls his supervisor to relay details of the gruesome discovery they've made and some of the observations he has made so far.
Hey, Sarge. I don't know if you're familiar with Keith and Patty, but Patty is on the floor with a plastic bag taped around her head, and she is clearly gone. It's like across her cheek, around to like the back of her head. I mean, I don't know if it was, but obviously some kind of asphyxiation. Oh yeah, I was not expecting this. Be like a neck injury or something along those lines if there's anything on it. Like probably in early August, maybe late July from the way it's healed over.
While Officer Favor is trying to understand the nature of the crime, he relays more information about the supposed relationship Patty and Keith shared.
Yeah, and I found a bag in here with his name, his last name on it. I think that they both kind of live here. Like, I'm not exactly sure 100% the full dynamic, but anytime that I ever deal with either of them, usually Patty calls because she gets intoxicated and can't find him, and he's just like out on the sidewalk smoking or something. And they'll go in and out of each other's apartments. I found mail and paperwork and stuff with his name on it in here. So they kind of just go back and forth. I mean, I guess they're dating, living together, you know, whatever.
On September 14th, 2019, 2 years before this incident, Patty had arrived home to discover that someone had picked the lock of her apartment's front door and left a stray box full of shoes inside. More disturbingly, she discovered that some of her underwear was missing. After calling maintenance and pushing a heavy chest to barricade herself inside, she told her daughter that she was being stalked by some weirdo in the building who knew her schedule. While Patty was never able to find the person who had broken into her apartment, on this day, police are facing a unique situation involving her. As Officer Favor scrambles through more evidence to identify what may have led to Patty's tragic demise, he shares one probable possibility with the supervisor.
I think, so I called dispatch because the injury to her neck is, I mean, it's healed over. If it was an attempt a while back, I was just going to see if they could pull any CAD notes. But there's like, they searched Clemmis and there's a assault DV with them from last year or so, and all his stuff should be pretty prominent in there. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't surprised to see him answer the door. I was a little surprised to see her in the state that she's in, but him being here, that didn't surprise me at all.
While Officer Favor reports that he cannot confirm if Patty took her own life, he begins to search the house as he fishes for any evidence that can help them crack the case. His search is soon brought to a halt when an HVA examiner arrives, and more details of Patty and Keith's relationship become clear.
Patty is in the living room. Appears that she has a plastic bag taped to her head. I don't know if this was a...
Yeah, I see some like leggage here. It's hard
Yeah.
to say, yeah. I didn't like in a lot of domestic stuff.
I think, like, they both get drunk and just, they'll want each other to leave their apartment, and they get into what I guess you could call a pushing match, but like I said, most of the times, neither of them can walk on their own, so it's not like they get too intense.
As more officers arrive on the scene and catalog the grim details, Officer Favor shares some notes with Officer Rourke.
How long does it look like these things?
I mean, I think at least a day or two. But it kind of looks like it's healed over, like it's not scabbed up, but it's not an open sore.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that there's some level of homicide in here, so I'm not going in any further than I need to.
Yeah, well, I guess good thing I decided to ride today, huh? So yeah.
First, I thought you were kidding.
Well, trust me, when I pulled that back, I was like, oh, I gotta stop watching Criminal Minds. Just the first thing that went through my head.
Like it's funny because we've had a lot of interactions with people just walking up to our cars, like, anything going on? The only troublemaker if you brought it, you know, something like that. Oh, looks like you caught me. Hello. So it's been that every interaction, and then we're sitting there, and he goes, take him into custody. And I was like, oh, take him into custody. All right.
As officers continue their banter, Keith is brought to the police station for questioning.
Oh, sure. I'm Sergeant Pederley. Do you understand why you're here right now?
I don't really understand. I didn't do anything.
Well, we got to talk to you about everything going on at your friend's apartment there.
Right.
So that's why you're here. You're just here so we can talk to you about all that stuff that's going on, all right? How's your health overall?
My health is shot. I've got arthritis, COPD. I've had numerous breaks in my bones. I've had a concussion.
You blow deep into the straw, please. Blow, 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 blow. You're good. You can stop. Thank you.
After getting his medical history and running several other checks, officers place him in a holding cell to be questioned later. The harrowing truths that would surface during the interrogation would rattle the entire investigating team. Back at the crime scene, detectives Jamil and McDonough arrive at Patty's apartment and get filled in on the events that led to this shocking discovery.
This was like this, though, when you guys came in?
Yep, I did step on it before I knew that there was a body with a plastic bag wrapped around its face.
Just as the detectives are discussing details with Officer Favor, Detective Jamil makes a stomach-churning discovery that speaks to the deplorable living conditions in the apartment.
He's everywhere on the floor.
I feel like that's normal for her, though. He's on the floor.
Yeah, so I think those are baby wipes and an adult diaper.
Okay, well, I'm not standing the tent right now.
We'll just make
Is
it
that feces or
Yeah.
blood?
That looks like feces from here.
Okay.
We're waiting for Sean.
Both of those would be normal for in here.
What the feces and blood on the floor have to do with Patty's death will become a poignant point in the case later. Meanwhile, Detective Jamil makes another curious observation that eliminates one of Officer Favor's theories.
And that's someone taped that on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how could she do it?
So he did say to Rourke, after I told Rourke to take him into custody, I came back around here, we put him in handcuffs, and he said that he just found the body. He didn't do anything. He didn't know what to do. And then he made a comment about how she has hit him in the past. We didn't question him. Nothing.
The ligature and strange markings around Patty's neck the HVA examiner brought up earlier will soon add another twist as to the possible cause of death.
Slit her throat.
Looks like it, yeah.
So we're
But
gonna have.
it's healed over, though. You gotta find a knife.
Yeah, but it looks like, it doesn't look necessarily that it's healed over.
It's
You know,
scabbed over, like, yeah, no.
it started and didn't dig in.
Yeah.
And there was,
So it's just like fatty tissue, kind of? Because
It's hard to tell. Because it looks very strange.
After finding no evidence of the presence of anyone else except for Keith in Patty's apartment, detectives turn Patty's body over to the medical examiner. As Keith is brought in for interrogation, even these seasoned detectives are not prepared for the deviant details he's about to reveal.
Patty or Patricia Falkenstern, who is she to you?
She's just a neighbor.
Just a neighbor?
People would say that she's my girlfriend, because a lot of times we go out together. But she's not my girlfriend. We don't have or nothing. She don't want and I can't have.
A neighbor of Keith's and Patty's would later inform the police that Keith often told people that Patty was his girlfriend. However, Patty always denied such a claim.
What were you doing in Patty's apartment today?
I went over this morning.
Okay.
The security left at 1. My phone was dead. I should have told Meals and Wheels about it when she was there, but I guess I got scared. I hadn't seen her since Saturday. That's when we get Meals on Wheels 3 times a week. And then we got into an argument about the sausage. I didn't throw it out and I didn't eat it.
While Keith claims to have discovered the body on Tuesday at 2 in the morning, officers had only entered the apartment on Thursday afternoon, 2 days later.
All right, so when you went in there, what happened?
I freaked out.
Why did you freak out?
She's laying in the middle of the floor.
Where was she laying when you went in there?
In the middle of the living room.
Middle of the living room?
I covered her up with the blanket that she ate. She had a bunch of sores on her, and holes and a bunch of dots on her. Never saw anything like that before in my life.
As hard as Keith tries, the detectives are not sold on his story.
You were found at the scene with Patty.
Yes.
With a bag around her head.
That's what puzzles me right there.
And what puzzles us, too.
No, then they used my materials.
What do you mean they used your materials?
My tape.
What do you mean your tape?
My blue masking tape.
To do what?
To wrap the damn bag around her. They used my materials. I was going to fix her windowsill.
So what's peculiar to me is you go into a room. Did you know she was dead at that time?
No. I knew something was wrong. With a bag over her head.
Mm-hmm. And how did that bag get over her head?
Well, I don't know that. I didn't do it.
But at no time you called the police to say, there's a dead body in here.
My phone has 04.
Having heard enough of Keith's excuses, Detective McDonough cuts straight to the chase.
Keith, it's your tape on her. It's your DNA on there. It's your DNA that's going to be on the bag.
I didn't wrap her up.
Keith, you came into the apartment. You've already told us that you covered her body up.
Yeah.
You got in an argument with her.
No, I didn't.
And it led to you strangling her.
No.
That's what happened. Keith.
We got into a little squabble on Saturday about the meat.
Keith's offhand comment about the meat will become more important than anyone realizes. Over 3 hours later, Keith's stubborn facade finally cracks under the force of interrogation.
During the argument, it became physical. Explain that part to me.
I don't know.
The vacuum was there. Did you pick up the vacuum cord at some point and wrap it around her neck?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, you guess, or yes, you did?
Apparently I did.
I know you're using a walker, but if you stood up, could you show me how you put the cord around her neck?
I just wrapped it on.
The autopsy report will confirm that Patty had horizontal ligature marks around her neck, indicating homicide.
So she never fought back?
No.
Never resisted? So what happened after you strangled her and she was dead? You killed her?
Mm-hmm. I think it went home.
And then what happened?
I might have had a snack and I went to bed.
At what point did you cover her head with the bag?
I don't know.
Okay. Why did you cover her head with the bag?
Guess I didn't want to see her.
So she'd been dead since Tuesday morning, late morning then?
Correctly.
Keith confesses to spending 2 days alone with Patty's body inside her apartment and even admits to sleeping over on Wednesday night. It is what he does during these days that sends a chill down the detective's spine.
I don't know why I pulled her pants or whatever down.
Well, you're admitting you pulled her pants down.
Yes. I don't know why, because I couldn't do anything anyway.
Did you try?
No.
Did you use your fingers?
Yeah.
You did. To her or
probably both.
The autopsy report will also confirm that Patty had abrasions to those areas, indicating trauma. While searching Patty's apartment, authorities found more evidence alluding to these shocking implications.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. I'm a little concerned about the coloring towards the end there.
I gotcha. We'll let the Michelle figure that out.
What is that?
Don't think we want to know, maybe.
Oh my god.
We here.
That's not.
Yeah, we don't know what that is yet. We're gonna let you guys figure that one out.
Yeah.
Back in the interrogation room, detectives bring up this disturbing object they'd found in Patty's apartment.
There was a bottle in the apartment with a long cylindrical.
Oh, that was going to be my swan or a goose.
Yes, but it appeared to have possible fecal matter and or blood on it. Not in your apartment, in her apartment.
Yeah, but she's the one that pooped on the floor.
Okay. After you killed her, she pooped on the floor?
No,
Prior
before.
to? Did you penetrate her body with fingers or other foreign objects?
I think I did.
The demented nature of Keith's crime is apparent, but the answer to what set off this disgusting series of deplorable decisions is even more disturbing.
I don't know why I did it.
Okay.
I'm not a violent person.
So she didn't say anything to, like, you were standing up.
Earlier in the day she did.
What'd she say?
I ate her meat or threw it out, and I didn't do either. I don't know what she did with it.
Outrageously, Keith claims that he killed and violated Patty because of an argument stemming from sausages from Meals on Wheels. On February 1st, 2024, he pleaded no contest to murder in the second degree and disinterment and mutilation of a dead body. On April 26, 2024, he was sentenced and remanded to the Michigan Department of Corrections, where he will spend the next 25 years to life behind bars.